Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see third-year man Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears as they take on Case Keenum and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Chicago Bears. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense heading out, led by Mitchell Trubisky, a Pro Bowler last year in 2018. And, of course, the number 2 overall pick in the draft back in 2017. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down to Gabriel, middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, Charles, now we get our first look at this offense.
And one guy you have to look at in particular is Kyle Long. Can play guard or tackle with a nice degree of nastiness.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And here is the Redskin defense.
At corner is Josh Norman. I would think he would want to quibble a little bit. Actually, you know Josh would have a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, ask all the receivers in the NFC East. They would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
That's right, baby. Lock in.
On third down, Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Trubisky to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 12 yards there and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Check 55, Mike.
On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky, the quick slant caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done, and on the opening drive of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, fighting off the defender. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense as they get their first shot. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum won't overwhelm you with his athleticism, won't wow you with his arm, but somehow, when he's on the field and he's in charge, the ball gets moved by his offensive teammates.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Keenum. To Thompson on the screen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
And we have to start with Adrian Peterson. The 7-time Pro Bowl running back is back for his 2nd season with Washington. And he was surprisingly good in 2018. At one point, had the team leading the NFC East. And right now he sits at number 8 all-time in rushing. And in his sights, number 7, Jerome Bettis. Number 6, LaDainian Tomlinson. And with a big year, maybe even number 5, Curtis Martin.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Chicago Bears offense taking the field again here. I got to tell you, week 2, I'm from Indiana, so I have a lot of Bears fans in my timeline on social media. And it was so interesting to track during the game because they were so depressed. And then they saved that late with a 53-yard game-winning field goal. Not the best performance, but it did get them, Charles, to 1-1.
Yeah, and the roughing the passer call that set up the game-winning field goal, I think there were 2 on the drive. Both of them, let's term them questionable. The Bears benefited from that. But for a franchise, for a fan base, to have Eddie Pinheiro make that 50...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Trubisky will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 87 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Washington trotting back out onto the field here offensively. And, Charles, this is a team that you've seen personally weeks 1 and 2, both close division losses. What do you make of the 0-2 start for the Redskins?
They've played a lot like I expected going into the season. I use baseball term for them. Good field, no hit, meaning I expected their defense to maybe be a top 5 defense in the NFL, and their offense might struggle a little bit. Well, against Philadelphia, the offense played really well in the first half, completely shut down in the second half. They lose a close one. Then against Dallas, they take the lead right away. Then Dallas comes back with a big rush after that. The defense hasn't played up to the standard I expected, but they're not going to be an easy out for anyone all year long.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Keenum to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Third down here. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
I'm coming after you. Switch. Down. Mary left. 4 down, 52.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Keenum. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
20. 59. Mark the 59.
On play action, it's Keenum. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clinton-Dix making the safety blitz look easy. He zooms in for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch the screen. 53.
Working from the gun, Keenum, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Trubisky completes it to the tight end, Burton. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's go! 180! Mike, number 53! Mike, 53! You!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Trubisky now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll roll him out right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Trubisky's pass complete to Trey Burton. Touchdown, Chicago.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Keenum now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Keenum. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check tight.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Keenum going to throw. Here's a screen to Powell. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Keenum, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert, 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 alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing again on second down. Keenum caught on the right side. Reed. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Mike, 59. On 53. Let's go. 10 down. Gonna be a long day.
Third down. It's Adrian Peterson. AP still got it. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, go, Roger.
Now Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Single.
Back to throw, Keenum. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. On first down, it's Thompson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Get ready.
From the gun, it's Keenum, eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Is under review.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man complete. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, and even 50 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
About set now for their next drive, Case Keenum and the Redskins. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Following the fumble recovery, Keenum escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Keenum flushed out right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Keenum. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
'24 is the mic. I'm going to come back tonight.
Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Don't let him breathe. Okay.
Keenum now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's get that ball. Hey, 53, hot.
Now Keenum. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Take 2. All right, 53. Mike 5'9".
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, and take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down. Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, you got deep?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. False 1. Mike's Popo. I'm scared.
Keenum throwing once more. Well, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He may try and run for this. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Trubisky now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only one incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Stand down. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Keenum. And this is incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down. CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle for 100 to track your minutes and get rewarded. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The final shot before the break. Keenum, he's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Keenum on third down. To Thompson on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Working from the gun, Keenum. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week one was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. Well, week two, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise, because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky on the crossing route. Complete. It's Robinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, there's the option going left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone.
Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And off comes to Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Ricky.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to dive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Charles, a little league-wide news as the Browns were taking care of the Jets on Monday Night Football. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Khalil Mack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Third and long, it's Keenum. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They will go for it. It's Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Khalil Mack in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
53, Mike, I got him. Watch the ship. Hey.
On the draw, this is Davis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Keenum on third down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Bilal Nichols, his second sack of the night.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
11 yards there, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Keenum now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Keenan eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Keenan. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jonathan Bostic came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
A first down carry for Davis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 42. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Lock in.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. On the move to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No, I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. On second and 10, Keenum staying up, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Khalil Mack just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike is 59. Mike,
hey, Delta.
Watch the curls. Watch the curls.
Keenum going to throw. Looking long for his tight end Reed. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Keenum on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
3 down.
Hey, 50.
44 is the mic.
Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Hey, 53, hot.
44, Mike, 44.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the slip. Fofo's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Keenum. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. Flushed out right. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to get a score back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Man down. Ball. Rip left. 198.
Now Keenum again. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Right here. Check.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Davis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Back to throw, Keenum. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
'22. 22. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
They do snap it to Keenum. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On first down, Trubisky rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
180! Alert, 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 alert! You must be dreaming. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the side.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On first down, it's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Montgomery, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
At the Redskins' 45-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I want that.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. One final try now for Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.